Hello. I am also, like everyone else, thrilled to be here. I am so glad that you are here, even after a break. My novel, Bone Gap, is something I like to consider a rural fairy tale. I'm going to read from an early part of the novel, and I'm just going to dive right in. This chapter is called Run. I'll be back. Rosa stood at the large picture window in the quiet suburban house and mouthed the words over and over as if giving them form could make them true. But that was foolish. Also foolish, waiting at the window, hoping to see the yard teeming with police officers, staring at the ceiling, listening for the sound of helicopters and the pounding of combat boots on the roof. No one had come. No one was coming, except for him. He would come, as he came every day, to ask the same question. Are you in love with me yet? At first, she'd answered his questions with questions. Who are you? Who are you really? What do you want? What is this place? What's wrong with you? But he would smile, that bland, pleasant smile, the smile of an uncle, a teacher, a clerk, all those men with all those teeth. You'll love me soon. You'll see. This was not the first place he'd brought her. The first place was a cavernous room so cold and empty and dark that she could not find the boundaries of it. It was the size of a cornfield. It was the size of a country, and all she could do was wander screaming through the blackness. Then one morning, she woke up and found herself in a giant bed in a sunny room with a plush blue armchair and a cherry armoire. He was sitting in one of the armchairs, looking pleased with himself. I was wondering how long you'd sleep. Come, let me show you the house. She must have been drugged, because she couldn't imagine how she'd gotten there, because she did let him show her the house. It was a large frame house with miles of slippery wood floors, a kitchen clad in stainless steel so shiny it burned, a living room with a fireplace and a giant TV. A picture window faced the street, where other houses, identical except for their color, sat in a line like chastised children. Do you like it? He asked. I built it for you. Built it for her. Full-grown trees hunkered alongside the house, birds perching in the limbs as if posed. How long did it take to build a house? There are clothes in the closet upstairs, and the TV has every show, every movie. Watch anything you want. Again, the pleasant smile. The kitchen is stocked. You're looking a little thin. You should eat something. A long time ago, back in Poland, a horse had kicked a boy in the head, rendering him senseless and strange. This man had the same expression, cheerful, empty. He gestured to a painting hanging over the fireplace. It took her a moment to understand it was a portrait of her. She was standing in the middle of a verdant field, one blossom threaded through her fingers, another in her long, coiling hair. A ring of girls danced around her. In the picture, an invisible wind pulled at her white gown, outlining her body so vividly she didn't seem to be wearing any clothes at all. Rosa edged away from the fireplace, from the horrible painting over it, like an animal sidesteps a snake. He didn't notice, or if he did, he didn't care. He peered down at her from his great height, icy eyes on fire. She fought for breath, as if that stare was incinerating all the oxygen in the room, as if she would be consumed along with it. He said, "You're very beautiful." Rosa had heard this before, but had never scared her so much. "I want to marry you." When she finally spoke, she didn't say, "No one is so beautiful." She didn't say, "You're a kidnapper and a criminal and a madman." She didn't say, "I'm in love with someone else." She didn't say, "Please don't hurt me." What fell from her numb lips was what she'd said to a foolish boy she'd left in Poland. "I am too young to get married." "Oh," he said, head tilted, considering this new bit of information. "Well, I guess we'll have to wait until you're not too young." Thank you.